Hi, comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. It's a Monday night, it's the price variance, and Alan and I are back to our standard format of looking at the hottest Silver Age comics or the top sales of Silver Age comics on Heritage. And Alan has been digging around, rootling out the most interesting sales on Heritage from last week. Go over to Alan's channel and you'll see we had a look at Alan's favorites, Spider-Man. We had a look at Amazing Spider-Man 1, Amazing Fantasy 15. Were they up? Have they finally bottomed out? You need to go over to Alan's channel to find out if they've ended the year strong or weak. Right, so it's over to my channel now, and I believe that we're looking at non-Marvel comics.
All non-Marvel.
So let's share my screen. And where are we starting out? We're starting out with one of my favorite comics. Look at this, Alan.
It's a really cool book. Yeah, Dr. Solar.
Dr. Solar.
First appearance as well.
Appearance, number 1. Really great cover and a great back as well, because we get a
the trade dress free version
on the back. Can we see that here? Yes.
Yeah, it removes the trade dress. Yeah.
So you get a poster cover.
Yeah.
Great stuff. From
seems a bit low for me. I saw the price. I was like, oh, that's not so good.
1962. So this is early Silver Age. $180 for a 6.5. I think this is a steal.
Yeah, it seems like a steal to me too. So I was kind of curious about this one.
Let's have a look. Dr. Solar, because that's quite a nice grade.
Yeah, and these gold key ones are usually beat up, right? Yeah, they're not like.
Oh, they're quite difficult to get in high grade. This is going to be a low. I don't know how many of these there are. Let's look at the census as well.
Look, 320 or 310.
310. Compared.
Wow, really low census count. We were looking at the Marvel things, and it's like 5,000, 7,000. This is like 300. It's just like nothing. And I think this was a bit of a steal, personally.
That is a steal at 180. So that's the lowest price it's been, well, since 2016.
Yeah, I mean, this was one where it didn't have the COVID bump. Like it's one of those books that sells randomly. It's like if you look at
it's a collector's book, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also one. Look, there's no like consistent like line for this one. It goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. It's all over the place.
It's flat over.
It's very flat. Yeah.
The next one will sell for 220 or something. Will be back up here. So
yeah,
it's flattish, but that is a good price, 180. Yeah, I mean it has sold for 340, 420. So yeah, good. Somebody's got a good deal there. Really nice comic, but suffering a bit as the whole market suffers.
I think I paid more for my copy, and mine's lower grade. So it's always sad to see that. You miss out on these deals.
I've got a complete set of these, but they're raw.
Yeah, I mean, they're all really cool. The Dr. Solars, they have these painted covers, and they're really cool. I mean, there's cool books.
Right, a nice little series to collect, guys, and you can get them raw in decent grade for sort of $20 to $30. So yeah, I definitely recommend, and especially some of the later covers by George Wilson, I think it is. Look at these covers here. Yeah,
They're just really great.
Painted cover by George Wilson. They're great. They really are good. So I think it's a great series. This is one of the first series I collected when I came back into comic collecting, because you could get a decent grade, you could get a decent raw for $20 to $30, and
which is so insane. Like it's like
for comics from the early '60s, painted covers. Great one to collect. Thank you for that, Alan. I like those. Right, next up. Betty and Me. Is this one of your innuendos again?
This is an Innuendo, very famous Innuendo cover. This is the one where he He beats off some boys. And they emphasize the beat off part.
Yeah, they put it in capitals and put it in red.
I beat off 3 other guys.
Yeah. She looks pretty horrified at that.
So it's a classic Innuendo cover.
Right. I mean, I would buy. I saw this at a decent price. I suppose I'd have to. Oh, 300.
I have a copy of this. I got it for a great price. So I was like, somebody like just didn't understand what it was, and I was like, okay, if you want to sell it for that cheap, I'm gonna buy it for that cheap. So yeah. I was like, nice. This is a good one.
So this is. Do you think this is down? That sounds cheap to me.
It sounds a bit cheap. Yeah, this one usually goes for quite a bit of money, actually.
What was it? Betty and Me? What number?
Betty and Me something. I forgot what the issue. I always forget the issue numbers. There's so many things to remember.
Okay, I'll have to.
31, I believe.
16.
16. Okay, I was totally off. There
it is.
Because I've seen low grades of this go for big money, actually, even.
5.5. Ooh, 6.75. So this someone's got steel. What did it go for? 3.12. Yeah. Okay.
Those it says fair market value is 6.75. So somebody got a steal on this one.
That's off though, because if you look at the 1 year average, it's 359. So I don't know where they're getting that 6.75 from.
Yeah, who knows?
I have to take these fair market values here with a pinch of salt. It's better looking at the
recent sales, yeah.
The averages over the period. So this is about $300. Yeah. So
and then it's sold. It's still cheaper, maybe about 20% cheaper than it should have been.
Yeah.
But a fairly steady book, actually.
A fairly steady book, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, no COVID bump or anything. It's just like a steady.
It's a collector's comic. You know, it's not going to be affected by media or anything else. It's going to be low. My guess is it's low census. Yeah,
155.
So
we thought the Dr. Solar was low. This is even lower.
Even lower. So this is a collector's comic, you know, and it's not going to be affected by. It's unaffected, isn't it? It's not being affected by COVID. It's not been affected by post-COVID. So yeah.
But if you think about it, this is a good book to invest in. You know what I mean? Like it's got a nice steady incline.
Yeah, it's a collector's comic. It's a long-term collector's comic. But there's one you would, you know, you put that in your collection. It's not going to go down to. It's going to keep its value. There's only 150 of the things, you know, and somebody's always going to want it, you know.
Yeah, because it's a cool book.
We like a bit of innuendo.
Yeah. Okay. So I thought that was a fun one. So
it's a great one. It's a great one. And now what have we got? We've got Action Comics number 200. I don't know this one, Alan.
258. I believe this is the origin of I think it's the origin of Supergirl.
Okay. What does it say here? Supergirl discovers Superman's secret identity.
Okay.
Crypto appearance.
Yeah, so it's there where they get she learns his identity. Yeah, I knew it was some key related to her.
November 1959, a $5 for $89.
I know. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Right,
I thought this was a steal.
Who bought that? I'll give you $90 for it.
I know. It's like it seems like a steal, but it's a bit faded. Like around the Supergirl. She looks a bit faded. I mean, the Superman colors look strong, but
I don't care. 5.0 for
I know it seems like a good price.
Action Comics 258.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm a big fan of Supergirl, so this one seemed like a bit of a steal.
Well, 5.0. Somebody's absolutely well.
And then this is a 5.5 you're looking at. It was a 5.0 that sold.
Oh, it was a 5.0, was it? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Go, yeah, this one still tragic, like how cheap it went, but
Well,
actually this bit of a flat one, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, this has never been an expensive comic by the looks of it. It's never been over much, never sold for over $100. So it's pretty flat.
Okay, so not too bad actually. It wasn't like a real
Not a
major
major,
steal.
not a major key, is it? I mean, these action comics, if they're not major keys, they don't sell for very much.
Yeah, I mean to me it's a bit of a shame because if this was a Marvel semi-major key, it would be like three times as
Yeah.
expensive.
143 on the census.
Yeah, it's really, a rare book. It is a major, a minor key. It's still a 10-cent comic, so it's early, it's like from 59, it's a pretty cool book.
I'd have been tempted by that if I'd seen it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a great deal to me. I don't know.
And another, oh, I've got this one.
This is Adventure Comics. Now, this one is the first appearance of the Negative Zone and also the first appearance of General Zod,
I bought
right?
this raw. I had it graded, and I think mine is a six. It's either a 6.0 or a 6.5. So
Yeah, so this is Batman 280 Adventure Comics 283 or 263 or
so the Phantom Zone.
it's a Phantom Zone and
Also the first
Zod.
appearance of General Zod.
Yeah, this is a big book.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a big book. First appearance.
Adventure Comics 283, yeah.
Yeah,
I have a raw copy of this one.
yeah, I had mine graded. I got it in an auction and it was in pretty good state, so I graded it. Right. Adventure Comics 283, $288. I think that's okay.
That seems really cheap to me.
Adventure Comics 2, it's not an Adventure Comics.
I really need to teach you how to copy and paste.
Right, let's have a look at the census first. Only four. You see a major key, and there's only 400 of them.
Yeah, I mean,
This is to
General
one.
Zod is like, he's been in like multiple movies against Superman, and it's like he's a major villain.
Oh, oh dear.
Look at that. Wow,
But it's not.
just a nosedive.
Well, 800. That's COVID, presumably.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be definitely a COVID bump. And also there was a bit of a bump because the what's
Below.
it called? The Flash movie had General Zod, right?
Okay, yeah, maybe that pushed it up. But it's about at its pre-COVID levels.
It's pretty low. Like the typical 90-day average is 327,
Yeah, and this sold for
288.
it's,
So it's actually down like 10% from its
it is.
like
Yeah.
average. So again, another steal, I believe.
And I think this is as we were talking about on your channel. This is, I think, dealers being forced into selling their comics they don't really want to sell.
But this like these DC ones, you can't flood the market with them because there's just not enough of them to flood. You know what I mean? So
No,
I don't know. It seems like a really great deal.
yeah,
Like,
that is a good deal.
yeah,
But that is a key. First appearance of General Zod, first is the appearance of the
the
negatives.
Phantom Zone.
Okay.
Phantom Zone. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Have we got any comics going up, Alan?
Well, we got one more to look at,
Uh,
and I have a feeling this one's down too, but we'll see.
we
So
have
this is
looked at this one a couple of times, I think.
yeah, this is Batman 121, the first appearance of Mr. Zero, not Mr. Freeze, even though he becomes Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know why they named him Mr. Zero. There was actually in Black Hawk, there was actually a character that looks almost the same, and he was called Mr. Freeze.
Hmm. Okay.
So
Well, let's have a
yeah,
look.
but this
And come on, Batman, save us. 1-2
yeah
in a 2-0. One that
yeah
sounds
just
okay.
okay. Try to copy and paste it. No.
I can do Batman 1-2-1 quite quick.
Okay, well, okay. I'll let your
Probably as
typing
quick as it
skills.
takes me to copy and paste, to be honest. Right.
Okay, make sure you grab the right one. There's the reprint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the right one. In a 2-0. Come on, Batman, save us, save us. Yes, I think Batman has saved us.
Okay, hopefully it saved us. Actually,
Oh, it's
it's
not.
down, but not a bad little
It's
not a
not.
bad like trend.
No.
So what was that peak number?
1-7 in February.
Okay.
February.
I
So
thought this one kind of was hovering around that $2,000 mark. So
yeah, I mean that's okay. I mean, this is not like the Marvel falling off the edge of a cliff stuff. Uh,
yeah. But
uh,
to me, this book has always been a little bit underrated, considering how cool of a character
about
Mr. Freeze is.
935 copies.
Yeah,
Nice.
which is actually makes it a fairly common book for DC.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, this is like 1958 or 50,
1959. Yeah,
59.
yeah.
Okay. It's
Pre.
really small, so I'm trying to guess what the number is, but
Yeah, 1959. Nice comic. Just about
look,
holding it. Holding.
I really always love this one because it's a cool cover. You get to see the powers of the bad guy. It's a really good showcase of that villain.
Yeah, it is a nice cover. Yeah, I agree.
Mm.
Right, there we
So
go,
that
Alan.
was it.
That's the end.
So
Yeah, and it's been down, 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 diggity down. Oh,
so yeah, it wasn't a good year for comic sellers, but a good year for comic collectors.
yes.
You always have to see the positive, right?
If
As a
your
comic collector, it was a good year.
if your income isn't being made from comics, like Alan and me, neither of us make an income. Well, I do sell comics, but I don't sell
Hmm.
this high grade Silver Age stuff. I sell modern stuff. So,
Hmm.
and I don't do it to make a living. So,
Hmm.
if you're not selling comics to make a living, then it's fine. If,
Hmm.
however, you are somebody who sells comics to make a living and you've been trading on these sort of high grade Silver Age comics, then you're gonna have had a tough 18 months, basically.
Hmm. Yeah, it's been a rough year.
Yeah.
So
So let's hope
let's hope that
it's
next year is better.
2024
And,
gets a bit better for the poor old comic traders. Uh,
and next week we have a very special show for everybody, a Christmas holiday special,
Ooh,
spectacular.
holidays spectacular. Right.
Hmm.
Okay. So you look forward to that. But for now, that's your lot. See you again soon.